What's up guys, I am back with another video. In today's video I will be showing you how I alter this one shoulder prom dress. If you guys are interested in seeing how I did it, stay tuned. First you want to begin by pinning your top to one side. Now due to this being a one shoulder gown, I ended up just pinning the left side, and the seams and everything still were centered, so it kind of worked out in my favor. But you just want to go in and you want to pin everything up so you can know how much you are actually taking it in. So now that you are done, you just want to go ahead and go in and flip your dress inside out. Now that it's flipped inside out, you want to use some of your chalk and just make some marks where your pins were, so you can go ahead and flip it inside out and pin it. So now I'm just going to go in and create a line from those marks we made with the pins and flip it completely inside out. So in this process, you want it to be completely inside out. Now this next step isn't mandatory or anything, but it's just something that I did. I went back in and checked the measurements for my client's measurements just to make sure that I was taking out the correct amount. And then you want to go in and pin it. So now that everything is pinned, I'm just going in and ripping out this bottom seam. Now this is the seam that connects the tulle and the bottom lining to that waistband. Disconnecting this will allow me to be able to sew her whole top piece in, and it will also allow me to be able to take in her bottom piece and her waist piece. So now that we have that piece completely disconnected, you're going to go in and sew from the top of the left side, and you're going to sew all the way down to the bottom of the waistband where that new opening is.
Perfect.
Now you want to go in and just cut off that excess right next to that area that you've sewn, and then we're going to get on to the next step. So as you can see here, there are going to be 2 layers to the bottom. You have your lining layer and then you have your tulle layer. So we're going to go ahead and try to start closing this little hole up. You're going to sew those 2 pieces of your lining layer together to allow it to be a little bit smaller on that waistband. So if you keep watching, you'll see how I'm kind of taking that lining layer and just closing it up. So as you can see, I went ahead and folded that tulle layer together, and we'll be using that later. So right now, that's just helping get it out of the way so we can go ahead and sew this lining piece together. So you want to sew those 2 layers of lining as close as you possibly can to the tulle layer. Hopefully this is not very hard to understand, but this is the best way that I can explain it. Hopefully you guys can kind of see it through the video. But you're just going to sew those 2 layers together as tight as you can get it. Now as for me, in the video you're going to see that I sewed it twice because the first time I kind of sewed it a little too loose. So you want to get it as tight as you can so you can have your dress be as flat as you can on that waistband. And then here you're just going to go ahead and go in and cut out that excess fabric from what you sewed that waistband. As you can see, that hole right there has gotten a lot smaller since we've taken in that lining. So all you're going to do is just go ahead and pull your tulle through that little hole. And as we saw earlier, we've already kind of folded it. So we just want to keep it somewhat in that position and just basically pin that lining fabric on top of it. And then now you just want to go ahead and re-sew that area that was serged back together. thank you, great people, for watching. This is the end of the video. If you guys are interested in seeing more videos like this, make sure that you stay tuned. Make sure that you like, you comment, you subscribe, and please, 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 please don't forget to cut on that notification bell. We got more great videos coming for you. Stay tuned.